And the first images of Odyssey by Christopher Nolan have been officially released. We have high resolution images of the set, the costumes, and even the Trojan horse. And what did I think of the images that were released? There we have Matt Damon as Odysseus, Ulysses with his armor. Settings. We even have the Trojan horse, this time made of molten metal, a Trojan horse made entirely of metal. It must have cost a fortune for that time. And light against light and all that. I have to tell you two things. First, I'm quite anxious about this movie. I think this movie is going to be one of the biggest of the year. I think next year is going to be tough. Everything this year was about cowardice, movies being postponed, movies coming out half-baked, and box office flops. I think there's a chance to recover next year. I think next year you can count on 2, 3, 4 billion. 4 movies earning $1 billion at the box office. Because there will be Avengers, there will be Dune closing the trilogy, there will be this Odyssey, there will be a lot of expensive stuff. And I think this movie is going to be incredible. It's directed by Christopher Nolan. We know how he works. We know how he shoots in IMAX, how precise and meticulous he is with the visuals. And for an epic movie, a screen with a lot of construction work in the shots, in the effects, in the costumes, in the sets, in the lighting, in the backlighting, in the action. He knows how to do all that very well. He's already proven he knows how to do it very well. It's another great movie that can even open doors for a new wave of epic films, which every now and then comes back around, right? We recently had Gladiator 2, which already tried to reboot this kind of movie without much impact. But it's Nolan. Nolan is Nolan. Nolan managed to make an atomic bomb movie and did well. He managed to compete with Barbie. So, he's a guy who knows how to make movies, knows how to make his movies blow up, and has a huge fan base. People who love Nolan watch all his work and promote him for free. And I think then that we can expect an epic like we haven't seen in a long time, a mythological epic. It's not a period film, okay? It's not a film set in ancient Greece. It's a film about mythology, which a lot of people will watch like that. Without knowing the story, some might even think the book was real. The Trojan War was real, but the Odyssey is not. It's a fantasy layered over real events. And maybe we have a great movie on our hands. Now, about the images, I'll tell you guys that I wasn't impressed. I didn't see anything there that made me go, wow, this is really cool. The image of the Trojan horse being lifted by the soldiers with the sun setting in the background and the beach, it's quite impressive. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful image. The idea of making the horse, like whatever, let's make the whole horse out of metal. I thought that was cool. Lately, there's been talk of creating a more realistic Trojan horse. It's wood. The guy makes it all out of metal. Yeah, it's bold. It's beautiful. The costumes are perfect. Everything is very well done. Everything is delicate. There's a lot of talent involved there. You can see that it's well done, but I didn't really find anything very innovative. I also don't know if it's possible to innovate. Yeah, in that way. But you could see the color tone he'll use. It's going to be something more grayish, desaturated, that brings it to something more raw. Maybe it's a movie that's really leaning that way, even though it's mythology, even though there are some fantastic things happening. I think there's going to be a good dose of reality there, of feeling the smell of the ground, of earth, of humidity. And it's going to really work with the senses in the movie. From what I analyzed from the photos, it doesn't seem to me to be different from any other image from historical movies. If you look at the images from Gladiator, which have a stronger color because it has to do with the Roman setting, right? With opulence, with the colors, with the shine, and with the wealth, the gold, and the nobility. This movie, I think it's gonna lean more toward the war side, that dirty aspect of war, things stained and stuck in the mud. And Gladiator lacked that. The images were clearer, brighter, and the yellow was more vivid. And so I didn't think so. Very impressive compared to what I've seen in the last epic movies we've watched. I don't think you can really get away from that either. The thing is, it's a static image. You can't really be sure what's going to happen. Knowing Nolan's work, knowing the work he does in his movies, you can tell the guy is going to do a great job. And there will be things there that you'll look at and say, this has never been done. This is completely new. This is like no other movie. It's epic. I saw such complexity and talent, but from the images, that's not what impressed me. That's not what impressed me. It looks like a generic movie of epic with beautiful shots, with carefully crafted shots, but nothing too impressive. I wouldn't share it and say, look at this, the Odyssey. I didn't see anything like that there. Impressive? No, except for the horse decision. But it's early. I'm not here bad-mouthing a movie I haven't seen, okay? I'm confident I'll enjoy this movie because I know myself. But I'm talking about the photos, about the impact the photos had on me. I'll tell you guys that I opened the photos and said, interesting, okay? They weren't photos that made me say, wow, now that's it. Now the Oscar is coming. Now the billion is coming. The photos didn't make me think that. Why do I believe the movie will succeed? It's everything that supports this movie, the amazing cast, the director's talent, and the IMAX theater, and the complexity, the visual richness that we will see on the screens. So those were my first impressions about the images released from Odyssey. I didn't think they were anything special, no. I wasn't impressed. Mr. Nolan, you can bring me a teaser, you can bring me a trailer to convince me, alright? Is that okay? What did you think of the footage? Did you find anything impressive there, or were you kind of like me? How was I? Let's see what happens. Okay, where's the next one? Write it down here below. I'll be back soon. See you later. See you soon. See you in a bit. Bye. That was another Quattro Coisas episode. The channel posts at least 3 videos daily, Monday to Sunday. If you liked it, here are some more suggestions for you to watch. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the bell for new notifications. Thank you very much. See you next time.